Hey everybody, welcome back. We're ready to finish up Diablo 2 in this part. You can see I've actually returned to Tristram, or rather what's left of it. Something I didn't show off in the first part is these cows are interactable. They don't give you any items, but they will explode and do damage to you. So yeah, it's actually better not to click on them. But why did we come all the way here, back to Tristram, after defeating the Primevals? Well, we're here to pick up something in particular. Remember when I looted Wirt's body back in Act 1? He still drops all the gold he did before. But he also drops another item. This is Wirt's leg, which we're going to need for, well, the reason I came here in the first place. So I've brought Wirt's leg with me back to the Rogue Monastery, and I'll show you why. We're going to talk to Akara.
Welcome back, my friend. We're still clearing the monastery, but you're welcome to stay here as long as you need.
Yeah, every character you talk to in previous acts will actually have a welcome back dialogue when you first talk to them again after having gone to later acts. So we're going to sell off all the items I picked up while I was clearing out Tristram while I wasn't recording. I can't trade Wirt's leg, but what I want to do is buy a Tome of Town Portal, another one. Now I have both, and I think my current tome already has the max of 20, which I didn't want to use up that one. For what we're about to do, I'm going to take these items out of the Herodric Cube. We're going to put in Wirt's leg and the Tome of Town Portal, and we're going to hit Transmute. And it worked, but what did it create? Well, I'll show you. You'll see when I close my inventory, a portal is opened. The secret cow level. I haven't revived Lihara's yet, but I don't think I'll need his help for this. So let's head on in. We enter the Moo Moo Farm. Right away, there's a locked chest with a sacred globe inside that has a 1 to firewall. And here come the enemies of the level, Hell Bovines. Cousina's fireball is powerful enough to drop them. Although listen to the sounds they make. The music here is the same as it was in the Chaos Sanctuary. Yeah, they don't drop a lot of great loot. Most people run the secret cow level to get like gems and runes, since those are usually pretty common drops from the Hell Bovines. I'm showing it off simply because I wanted to show off this extra level you get after you clear out the difficulty, because you can go to it every time you clear a difficulty out. So, clear out the level. Cousina's fire is so powerful that 2 firebolts drop a Hell Bovine, and 1 fireball will drop a big crowd of them that get caught in the blast. Dropped more charms. And yeah, it's basically just a simple, humorous level. I know a lot of people like to run this level primarily because of all the experience points you get for wiping out the Hell Bovines, since they're slow melee enemies that, as you can see, they're not really that troublesome to deal with, as long as you don't let them surround you. Let's see if I can get a bunch of them together. Where's the beef? It's right here. And of course, I'm sure the developers had a grand old time just going into the recording booth and saying moo 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 over again. They talk like the aliens from South Park. Yeah, the area looks just like any Act 1 field. Actually gonna lead them around. I'll even walk. Yeah, these are the only enemies. I think there are a few mods for Diablo 2 that made the Moo farm a little more challenging by adding like bovine archers and mages to the roster so that some of them were capable of attacking you at range. This one's got find item on it. Another locked chest contains a scroll of town portal. Minor healing on the dead rogue. Yeah, the loot here is pretty much the same as Act 1 loot, but the Hell Bovines themselves can drop much better loot. As you can see, they dropped me stronger mana potions. Alright, let's continue our search. Now, even though it's not marked on your actual quest log, there is a quest in the secret cow level, the Moo Farm. There's a particular NPC known as the Cow King, which is kind of an oxymoron, since, you know, it's a cow, but it's also a king. I mean, try to figure that out. But the idea behind it is when you kill the Cow King, you complete the quest. And when you do that, it disables your ability to create the portal back to the secret cow level by combining Wurt's Leg and a Tome of Town portal in the Herodric Cube while you're in the rogue camp. And yeah, it'll only work after you've completed the game on the difficulty that you're on. One thing I didn't mention is that you gain a title on your character when you complete a difficulty, depending on whether you're doing the expansion content or not, and whether or not you're on hardcore mode. Since I'm not on hardcore mode, and I beat the Lord of Destruction on normal difficulty, Cousina has been given the title of Slayer. So on the character select screen, it would show Cousina as Slayer Cousina. Drop the stamina potion. Anybody else? You can see this area provides the least amount of challenge. Now the thing is, most players online will want to skip the difficulty they're on through a method they call rushing, wherein a higher level player just gives them the last waypoint and kills all the bosses for them with them in their party. This allows them to essentially skip all the content and jump straight into this level. And as you can see, even on Hell difficulty, this level provides really no challenge. You can just go around slaughtering all the Hell Bovines, and you'll net tons of experience points and level up quickly. People do this to basically skip the game, which, yeah. Obviously, my goal playing through this was not to skip the game and to show off the story, which I successfully did. But for this video, the story will actually be part of... this will actually be part of the story, as we're going to use this as part of Cousina's epilogue. Since the way I see it, Diablo ends with Diablo 2. Anything Activision Blizzard did with it, I consider non-canon. The story in Diablo 3 is trash, and most people online agree with me. That's why we're gonna change the story for the finale. After I kill all the Hell Bovines, of course. Moo. Moo to you too. Light mana potion. Come on, everybody. Yeah, sometimes you run into unique Hell Bovines. There's one in this group. Fireballed a lot of them. Take out Star Eye, who had stone skin. Grab his rejuvenation potion. I think I picked up a glaive by accident. We'll throw that back down. There is a unique set you can get here called the Cow King's Leathers. I think it's only possible to get them from the Cow King himself, or herself, or however that works. charm and a ring. Yeah, the ominous music of the Chaos Sanctuary crossed with the goofy moo sounds the hell bovines make for a pretty unusual environment. And yeah, they don't even hit that hard when they get close to you, but the only real threat is if they surround you. So just don't let them do that and you'll be alright. Alright, we're gonna continue clearing the area out. Find all the stashes of gems and other stuff. Oops. Didn't mean to teleport into a big crowd of them like that. That's one of the dangers of teleporting random into uncharted territory. Since these guys come in big groups, I could teleport right into a big crowd of them like that and take a bunch of damage. But I got away, so it's all good. Just one of you? See if I can find the rest of these big groups. I know it's not the most compelling gameplay, especially after we just went through the whole game fighting all the demons. Now we're just fighting goofy cows armed with poleaxes. Dropping me a lot of arrows and charms and other junk. This got anything on it? Nope. I actually think the loot table here in the secret level is actually from Act 4. Minor healing was in here. I'll use it to heal up. Yeah, all the chests and like dead rogues and hidden stashes and such are all the items you'd expect to find in Act 1. Teleport around. You gonna come get me? That pen in the middle right there, I believe, is where the Cow King is located. We'll save the Cow King for last. If possible. Up a socketed skull cap by accident. Throw that down. There's a battle dart. I believe that's the exceptional throwing knife. I think I took out some of the Cow King's minions. Here comes the Cow King now. I'll check out this corner up here real quick. See, the Cow King's minions are a little tougher. Need more keys. I'll go ahead and grab it. Again, I wanted to save the Cow King kill for last, since he's the boss of the area, and killing him finishes the secret level quest. Then we'll enter into the epilogue, which I created myself using my editing software. I know, this is really riveting gameplay. Watching me blast through these easy, slow enemies without much in the way of commentary. Anything interesting? Yeah, not really. How about over here? Locked chest. Has some gold in it. Another minor mana potion. Look around, teleport, see if I missed anything.
enough mana.
Alright, looks like we're in the clear. Let's lure what few enemies remain up here. We'll loot the 2 dead rogues. Not sure how any of the rogues of the Sightless Eye ended up here. And the Cow King is magic resistant and lightning enchanted. But he's not much of a challenge. Just fireball and down he goes. We can see what the Cow King dropped. Looks like it dropped 2 Bardishes. A Rondash, a club, a skull cap, and a bunch of stamina potions. Now the stamina potions in particular is a humorous thing. It's obviously supposed to be a reference to the fact that stamina potions are white, like milk. How are you alive? Let's fireball you down. Let's look at the rest of this loot. A mummified trophy. This will sell good. Anything else? I want to grab those 2 Bardishes. And we can hear Charcy's welcome back dialogue.
Oh, hi there. It's good to see you again. Hey, nice armor.
Well, it's the same armor I've been wearing since I left Act 1, I think. Or did I make it back in Act 2? Oh, I can't remember. Let's sell both of these. Sell my excess keys. And then I'll play around with the Herodra Cube a bit more. But that'll be the end of Diablo 2. So I'm going to leave you with the epilogue that I created specifically to explain what will happen to Cousina now that the battle is over between the prime evils and such. So once again, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next playthrough. Cousina has defeated 2 of the 4 lesser evils, Andariel, the Maiden of Anguish, and Duriel, the Lord of Pain, and all 3 of the prime evils. Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, Diablo, the Lord of Terror, Baal, the Lord of Destruction. Cousina knew there were 2 remaining Lords of Hell to eliminate, the lesser evils Belial, the Lord of Lies, and Asmodan, the Lord of Sin. They would have been her next targets, if not for what she discovered when she returned to the Zann Esu temple. After she had stepped through the portal into Hell in pursuit of Diablo, word of the fall of Kurast quickly spread through the east, and the trade consortium of Caldeum was quick to capitalize on this, with nobles from Kurast relocating there. The important news to Cousina came from the oracle who sent her to Tristram in the first place in regards to the Vizjerei mage clan. Having dabbled in summoning demons in the past and causing the mage clan wars as a result, the Vizjerei held knowledge of the lords of hell they believed no one else did. Cousina's victory over Mephisto had shattered their entire world view. When they later received word that she had also slain Diablo and now Baal, the Vizjerei were less than pleased. Their oracles had believed it would take at least 7 heroes of varying backgrounds to defeat the prime evils, and yet one sorceress from the Zann Esu clan was able to defeat them all single-handedly? Not only this, but shortly after Cousina had slain Baal did Mount Arreat explode. The Vizjerei knew this could only mean the Worldstone had been destroyed. Not knowing the details of the Worldstone's destruction, they came to the conclusion that it was destroyed during the battle between Cousina and Baal, and not afterwards by the Archangel Tyrael, due to Baal having corrupted the Worldstone prior to Cousina slaying him. This also meant that this one sorceress had magic capable of defeating even the Nephalem, who were supposed to have powers far greater than any one mortal human should possess. There were those within the Vizjerei, the Aniad, and the Amuit mage clans who believed that women should not be allowed to practice magic openly, and they found their justification for this in the form of blaming Cousina for the Worldstone's destruction. As a result, the Vizjerei had given orders for the Viz-Jaaq'tar to go after her. Officially, the Viz-Jaaq'tar's orders were to find Cousina and bring her to the Yshari Sanctum in Caldeum alive for questioning, but Cousina knew better. They were known as the Order of the Mage Slayers for a reason. Already there had been reports of the assassins finding Zann Esu sorceresses they claimed to be Cousina, who refused to come with them quietly, forcing the assassins to kill them. The real Cousina knew that they were really using the hunt for her as an excuse to slay any sorceress unwilling to join the Yshari Sanctum. Not willing to stick around and wait to be assassinated, Cousina came up with a plan to escape the reach of the mage clans forever. She had seen firsthand that something like the Arcane Sanctuary was not an option. Horizon and the Vizjerei sorcerer who battled Diablo's forces in Tristram were both corrupted by demonic influence there. Cousina would need to find a way to travel to a completely different world, one where no one from Sanctuary would be able to find her. She would find a way to make this happen without resorting to the magics deemed forbidden by the mage clans, both as a way of proving the purity of her own magic, as well as a final parting message to the Vizjerei who would turn the mage clans against her despite their own history of practicing forbidden magic. With the aid of the Horadric Cube she kept with her since she found it in the Halls of the Dead, she had found a way to open a portal to another world, but this one was a hostile land of bizarre bovine monsters. Through further research and experimentation, Cousina discovered an artifact was buried deep in a crypt, ironically located beneath the ruins of Tristram itself. It was said to be an angelic artifact called the Cornerstone of the World.
And in the year of the golden light, it was so decreed that a great cathedral be raised. The cornerstone of this holy place was to be carved from the translucent stone Antirial, named for the angel who shared his power with the Horadrim. In the year of drawing shadows, the ground shook, and the cathedral shattered and fell. As the building of catacombs and castles began, and man stood against the ravages of the Sin War, the ruins were scavenged for their stones. And so it was that the cornerstone vanished from the eyes of man. The stone was of this world, and of all worlds, as the light is both within all things and beyond all things. Light and unity are the products of this holy foundation, a unity of purpose and a unity of possession.
Looking over her shoulders in case an assassin was following her, Cousina located the crypt, and after some searching, found the cornerstone of the world based on the description in the tome she read about it. If it had the power to transport objects to other worlds, was it possible to create a portal that would allow the sorceress to transport herself to another world? There was only one way to find out. With the aid of the Horadric Cube and the cornerstone of the world, Cousina opened a portal, stepped through it, and vanished.